Okay, so sad day. The video cut off because I ran out of memory in my phone. Right when I was saying that's about it. So I could see that as an awesome ending moment, but unfortunately, we had two more things to go over. So pick up where we left off. You hand them to the student, they escort them, and then you're good for at least that time. And then you just go on to the next person if there is another first-time guest. Real quick, if we have nights where we don't have a first-time guest or there are not many, man, at this point, just start hanging out with people around here. You can kind of go around here where they're checking in and giving high fives, be another person welcoming into the room. In fact, you might want to kind of hover here until you have a first-time guest student. Instead of just going and waiting back at the couches, I know it's going to be tempting because they're leather. You might just want to hang out here, and as soon as they come up, do that. So just know that if it's not busy with first-time guests at night, just be right here by the doors, welcoming people in, giving them high fives. Okay, a few more bits of instruction. If they are a second or a third-time guest, they are going to check them in at this table. So they'll have them in the computer system, and they will check them in. But they're still going to send it to you. So if they come up here, you just ask them, hey, is it your first time? They say, no, I've been here once or twice before. At that point, I want you to go and I want you to hook them up with another gift, okay? If they've come the second time, I want you to give them really their choice of something. I mean, if they want another carabiner, they can. If they want another wooden token, which is probably what they're going to get, that'll be $2 worth of free food, they can do that. Or they can just come and have some snacks and say, hey. But the big thing usually is probably just going to be that wooden token. In fact, I would just have that be the default thing. You might just want to say, hey, we'll get you $2 to get you some food. Would you like anything else? Like, in other words, would you want to have a different gift? But since they have those, unless they've lost them, they're probably going to get that. So give them that little token. Just say thanks for coming. And at that point, though, what I would do once again is say, hey, did you get to meet anybody last time? And then if they say, yeah, I met so-and-so, and have them going, hey, they might already have a group that they're going to hang out with. But the biggest thing is I want to make sure they're not just kind of wandering around lost for the rest of the night, because one time is not enough to make meaningful friendships. So make sure to say, hey, did you really connect with someone last time? Or, hey, we want to hang out, you want to go see Francie again, or whatever it is. Make sure that they have a student to really kind of guide them. Or you might even want to ask, hey, who took you around last time? Who did you get to meet last time? And then introduce them to a different person. So if she went to Francie with her small group, she might not have gone to some of the Germantown girls. So introduce them to them. Just make sure that they are not alone is the biggest thing. The third time, if someone comes back a third time, they get a free t-shirt. But then you do the same process. Say, hey, who have you been able to meet? Who haven't you met yet? Maybe it's in your grade. Let's introduce you to them. So the first 3 times, the biggest thing, number one, the first time, get their info, get them the gift bag, and then get them to a student who takes them around the rest of the night. Second time, free gift token, and then get them to a student. Third time, free t-shirt, get them to a student. If we don't have their size or the color they want, write it down on a sheet that we will have for you, and then we will get that info and say that the next time they come back, we will have that for them. Okay? That's your big things. Then, here's the key thing. At that point, what we want you to do, when they have filled out the cards here, we're going to have a little either shelf or a little bin that we want you to put those cards into. Okay? It'll say first-time guest or something like that on there. At that point, depending on what you're doing, if you are a small group leader, go ahead, once the service starts, wait about 5 minutes and then go in, so we make sure that no latecomers who are first-time guests get attention. We want to make sure they get some attention. So if you're a small group leader, wait about 5-10 minutes, then go in. If you're strictly guest services, I would love for you to stay out here, and then we're going to have a letter on a little note card or a little card that you're going to write to them. We're going to go ahead and have a template that you can use unless you want to do a personalized one. And the main thing you're going to be saying is, hey, this is so-and-so, met you tonight when you checked in. Hope you had an awesome time. We'll have all this written out for you, and then you can sign it, and we were going to send that to them. And so we'll have all that for you. We'll probably have all this written down so that you know exactly what to do, and that'll be a big thing. So you end your night writing some thank you cards, and at that point, once you're done over here, you can either hang inside or you can go to renewal. Once your station is done, you're good to go in here. I will say real quick that if you're at this station and you're going to hang out with this rest of the night, as much as you can before the end of the night, go say hey to those students again, catch them, say, hey, did you have a good time? Would love to see you again next week or the next time we meet, so on and so forth. We're just simply trying to create an experience. Remember this, and you are critical in this. We want to create an environment that our students want to bring their friends to, and those students want to come back to, because the more they do that, the more likely they're going to meet Jesus, and they're going to grow in Jesus. And you have a crucial part in that. Appreciate all you guys do, and I will see you guys this week.